Welcome aboard, young science recruits and curious adults alike. I am Professor Zapnik, researcher of great interconnections and ambassador of intergalactic knowledge. Straighten your imaginary lab goggles, because today we are tracking a worldwide vitamin shipment that makes even the fastest courier service look like a slow snail. The great mystery. How does the jungle eat if the fridge is empty? Imagine the Amazon basin. It is the lungs of the earth. Massive trees, endless green vines, and so much foliage that even the neighbor's geraniums would blush with envy. But there is a huge contradiction here, a true scientific brain teaser. You see, the soil of the Amazon is actually surprisingly nutrient poor. The tropical rains are so fierce that they constantly wash away the essential minerals plants need, especially phosphorus. Think about it. If the soil in your garden was like this, even the weeds would turn yellow. So how can this jungle stay so lush and dense? Who refills the lost fuel? Well, my friends, for the answer, we must fly across an entire ocean, all the way to scorching Africa. The answer lies in the Sahara Desert. But don't just think of the golden sand you see in movies. There is a special place there called the Bodélé Depression. Long, long ago, thousands of years ago, huge lakes rippled here, home to billions of tiny organisms called diatoms. These diatoms are microscopic algae with unique glass-like shells. When the lakes dried up, their shells remained in the ground and ground down into dust. And this dust is packed to the brim with phosphorus. And this is where the magic begins. A massive windstorm kicks up in Africa and scoops up this fine yellowish dust. And not just a little bit. About 27 million tons every year. That's as much as the weight of 5 million African elephants. But luckily, dust doesn't trumpet. This gigantic dust cloud, which we can see from satellites as a massive golden brown bridge over the ocean, hitches a ride on the trade winds and sets off across the Atlantic towards South America. This isn't just plain old dust. It's nature's super fertilizer. When the dust cloud arrives over the Amazon, raindrops drag the dust particles down to the ground. This dust lands exactly where it's needed most. But hold on tight. Phosphorus is the star, but it doesn't come on tour alone. The Sahara sends a whole mineral orchestra across the ocean. The dust also brings calcium to keep the bones of the trees, their cell walls, strong. Iron, which helps with photosynthesis so the leaves stay a beautiful green. Magnesium, which is the heart and soul of chlorophyll. But why is phosphorus still the most important? Well, every living thing, including you and the massive rainforest trees, needs a molecule called ATP. ATP, adenosine triphosphate, is the battery of life. It's the molecule that stores and transports energy within cells. Without phosphorus, there is no ATP. And without energy, there is no growth, no blooming. In fact, not even a single leaf could move. The Sahara, therefore, is essentially recharging the rainforest's drained batteries via remote control. Isn't nature incredible? If our neighbor, Old Man Joe, shouts over the fence to borrow some salt, that's normal. But in the Earth's case, this borrowing happens across a distance of 5,000 kilometers. If the wind stopped in Africa, the Amazon would slowly wither away. Everything is connected. The driest desert feeds the wettest forest. Next time a speck of dust gets in your eye, don't curse your luck. You might be carrying a tiny piece of ancient Africa that just wanted to save a rainforest but missed the turn. I hope you learned something extraordinary today. Keep being curious, keep watching the world, and join me next time on the exciting paths of science. Goodbye, and may the science be with you. Professor Zapnik.